Oh, my name's Heidi Davis, and I'd like to share with you some of my cake work. But first, let me slip into something a little more comfortable. Ah, much better. I'll admit that in the past I've been a novice. They weren't kidding when they called me amateur. You'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways. I practice and rehearsed and now a pro. True? Yes. And I fortunately watched a little cake boss, and I've mastered all his techniques and his tricks. But lately, please don't laugh. I find it on behalf of the unattractive, boring, and blasé, pathetic, poor, unfortunate cakes in need of flair. This one wants to have some color, this one longs to have some taste, and do I help them? Yes, I do. Those poor, unfortunate cakes. So sad, so true. They come flocking to my kitchen saying, "Decorate me, please." And do I help them? Yes, I do. Those poor, unfortunate cakes. First, I sculpted the Ursula figurine, my favorite Disney villain, out of fondant. I added in details with colored fondant and food coloring paint. The tentacles are Rice Krispie treats, covered in buttercream and then covered in fondant. I made the suction cups by cutting out little tiny circles, and I used a makeup brush to give them a little bit of depth and texture, as well as some paint. Finally, the body is also made from Rice Krispie treats covered in buttercream and then covered in a lovely black shade of fondant. For the base of the cake, I covered the cake in several layers of buttercream and then covered it with blue fondant. Next, I created seagrass out of fondant and used graham cracker crumbs as sand. I sculpted all kinds of different shells and coral from fondant and used some Rice Krispie treats for texture. And I also used really sparkly iridescent food color to give them that extra shine. Put them both together and voila! A Disney villain cake to die for. And now for my timeline of cakes. First of all, my very first artistic cake, the Phantom of the Opera. A grill cake for a hot summer day. The Force is with my Yoda cake, hand-painted in food coloring. My Season 1 submission, my Haunted Pirate Ship cake, Army Hearties. A terrific Tigger cake with hand-painted Tigger, TTFN. Apple ginger cheesecake with caramel shaped like fortune cookies. Confucius says, yum. Fabulous! My Hot Mess Drag Queen cake. Yeah, girl. My gingerbread cheesecake complete with real gingerbread house and cake pop snowmen and trees. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. My specialty tiramisu cheesecake with tiramisu and Starbucks cup made from cake, covered in fondant and hand painted. A children's birthday cake, Umi Zumi style, with cake pop figurines you can pull right out and eat, and donuts for tires. Yum. Here are some of my other decadent desserts. So choose me, Heidi Davis, also known as Ursula the Sea Witch from The Little Mermaid, to be your next great cake baker.